Now intermediate filament. Intermediate filament is made up with different kinds of proteins, collagen, keratin. You take the fibrous protein, they make these filaments. The diameter is 8 to 12 nanometer, which is intermediate between the actin filament diameter and microtubule diameter. Structure, it's fibrous protein supercoiled into thicker cables. So basically the structure of intermediate filament is just like any strong rope where multiple threads are tied or interwound together to form this structures. Okay, fibrous protein supercoiled. Protein subunit, one of the several different kinds of protein of keratin family proteins are actually present. What are the main function? Maintenance of cell shape. Obviously it actually provides the cell immense tensile strength from the side, anchorage of nucleus and certain other organelles, and the most important function is this intermediate filaments helps the formation of nuclear lamina, and nuclear lamina is the skeleton structure that holds the nucleus, shape of the nucleus inside of the cell, so that the nucleus should not collapse while multiple important functions are being played inside the nucleus, including DNA replication, transcription, RNA modifications and all. Alright, now we are going to talk in details about the intermediate filament. We have discussed about the microtubule, we have discussed about the actin filament. Now it's time to talk about the intermediate filament. Intermediate filament is a kind of cytoskeleton element which has an intermediate diameter or intermediate thickness between the thickness of microtubules and thickness of microfilaments. Different cell types, different intermediate filaments are all present. It's a 10 nanometer diameter cytoskeleton element that cross-link proteins allows interactions with other cytoskeleton networks, and that actually provides tensile strength to the cell and also allows the cell to anchor itself to the tissue basement or tissue cementing material, and that's the important feature here. You can see that this intermediate filament, they are made up with basically keratin family proteins, and keratin family proteins are really tough, really strong, and they have immense tensile strength. You can see here, this is how it looks like. It has an N terminal site, it has a C terminal site after the protein synthesis forming monomer, and two such monomer are wrapped with each other in the same way. N terminal to N terminal wrapping, C terminal to C terminal wrapping, dimer is formed, and multiple dimers now are rotated and attached together. Now you can see one such dimer is N terminal and another dimer is C terminal. So N plus C is attached, two dimers in the opposite orientation attached together. Once that attachment or tetramer is formed, similarly multiple tetramers are now added side by side to form large, thick, intermediately thick, very strong rope-like structure of a filament, and that is known as intermediate filament. So as it has N terminal and C terminal, 2N 2C terminal as a monomer, there is no polarity. There is no polarity to the intermediate filament. If you recall, the microfilament, that is actin filament, and microtubule, okay, both has plus N minus N polarity, but the intermediate filament do not have any polarity. There are different classes of intermediate filament you can see in this picture. The intermediate filament can be nuclear, can be cytoplasmic. The nuclear one simply forms nuclear lamines or nuclear lamina structure that prevents the nuclear to maintain its shape and prevent the collapse of the nuclear structure. While cytoplasmic intermediate filament can be keratins, it can be vimentin and vimentin-related component, or it can be neurofilaments. So keratins are the most common, that is actually present in the epithelium cells. Vimentin and vimentin-related is connective tissue, it's present in connective tissue, muscle cells and glial cells of the body, and neurofilaments are present in the nerve cells of the body. So if they are present in the nerve cells, we separately call them neurofilaments, but basically they are the structure, they all belong to keratin superfamily of proteins, and they belong to this cytoplasmic intermediate. They all belong to the cytoplasmic intermediate filament. Now what are the functions of intermediate filament? Intermediate filaments provide mechanical strength and resistance to shear stress. If you pull the cells from the sides like that, if I say that this is the tissue graft and cementing material, these are the cells, it has their nucleus and all, and let me draw the intermediate filament. The intermediate filaments are present like this, okay. So now if somebody apply force, if someone apply force from these ends, okay, you cannot separate the cells quite easily if the intermediate filament is properly placed. Okay, intermediate filament also present here to anchor the cells to the tissue cementing material. Okay, several types of intermediate filaments, each constructed from one or more protein characteristics of it. So important intermediate filament structures: keratin, okay, that is present in epithelial cells, hairs and nails, and we know how strong they are, how strong our hair is, how strong our nail is because of this huge immense tensile strength. Neurofilaments are there, which is present in nerves, and lamins that are present in the nucleus. We have discussed about the three different components, right, and we have discussed about the nuclear lamins in the nucleus structure and function lecture. You can watch that separately out, and you get to know something new from this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like that. Thank you. Bye.